How do you look back at last season then for Bournemouth? You know, pretty good finish in the end, 12th in the table. Obviously, you know, Bournemouth are a club who have, you know, just well run. Obviously, got American owners as well, just like Town. So yeah, 12th last season. I'm sure Bournemouth fans are
Yeah,
happy.
yeah, very much so. I mean, it was a poor start. A new manager came in and they didn't win for 7 or 8 games. I think I wanted to look back, but yeah, 7 or 8 games, and there was a bit of fears of what's going to happen with the manager. Is it all sort of going to fall apart a bit? Because there was a big call last summer to change the manager, and then went on a brilliant run over sort of December time, and yeah, second half of the season as well. They played some really good football. Manager fully got into his style, and his signings and everything worked out, and it was yeah, brilliant season. Everyone really enjoyed it. They enjoyed watching them. They enjoyed the results, and yeah, they ended up in 12th. They slipped away a little bit at the end. They were looking hopefully to get into towards the top half, but slipped away a bit and ended up on 48 points, which is the most they've ever got in the Premier League. So it's everything's looking up. Like I said, the new owners come in December 2022 and had his first full season last year, I suppose. And yeah, it's all just going from strength to strength. They're going to back the manager again this summer, I think. And yeah, they're very much looking upwards now, talking sort of on Europe and things, which is a bit crazy considering where they were a couple of years ago. But that's the way things are going now. The fans' expectations are rising and everything. So yeah, it's last season was brilliant from first season for the manager, and everyone's hoping it's going to get even better next season.
Big question is, how do you reckon Ipswich will do, Tom? Because in a way they may look at like teams like Bournemouth, maybe Brighton, Brentford, who, you know, went up and have established themselves. I know Bournemouth went down a few years back, but they'll probably look at Bournemouth and go, oh, they've got a sort of same order they may look at in terms of, you know, being an established team, you know, not a big team, but a team that they just work well. And yeah, Town's first season back in the Premier League for 2 decades. How do you reckon they'll do?
Yeah, a lot of it will be down to probably what they do, how much they try and change the squad. Like a lot of clubs come up and spend loads of money and just change things, and it doesn't really work a lot of the time. If they've got like, I started Luton again. I mean, I thought they had a decent chance of staying up last season because of the manager, because of the work ethic, and because it was the fact that the first time they've been up here for a long time. It means so much more, I think. So I think the fact in the first season back, having that manager still there, I think would be a massive part in it, because he knows exactly what the club's about. He knows how to get the squad ticket and everything. So if they can ride out the first few months without too many bumps along the way and just settle themselves in, obviously, yeah, it's hard to sort of predict because of these points deductions and everything that get thrown around as well. You don't know yet who's going to get points off and how teams are going to. That played a big part towards the end of last season. Like it was, Bournemouth were fairly safe fairly early because you knew teams were losing points, and it was like, if you just have 1 or 2 really good months, which is basically what they did, they were essentially pretty much safe just from those couple of months, really. So if teams are like, I don't know, maybe Leicester and things are going to lose points again, it's yeah, that'll make it obviously easier. But yeah, I think because as well they've had 2 seasons where they've basically won most weeks. I think that's basically going to help them massively as well, coming into it knowing that, especially if they can start okay. I know they've got a tricky first fixture, haven't they? But I mean, if they can start fairly well, and keep that sort of momentum, then I think they've got a decent chance really of at least competing to stay in. They'll probably be down towards the bottom 5 or 6, you'd imagine, as most promoted teams normally are. But yeah, if they can stay up the first season with the support they've got, you'd imagine they'll try and kick on again from it's just staying up this first year is always the crucial one.